And in Ontario, there are questions on whether the COVID-19 vaccines are mandatory or optional. Eagle News correspondent Ashley Sackmar with the details.
On Wednesday, Health Canada officially gave authorization to Pfizer-BioNTech's COVID-19 vaccine for use here in the country. The company submitted its proposal last October 9th, and it went under a close, rigorous review process to make sure that the vaccine checks off on all of Canada's requirements. Last Monday, General Rick Hillier, head of the Vaccination Task Force in Ontario, outlined the 3 phases of vaccine distribution. Take a look.
Phase 1 will take us 2 to 3 months, depending on the arrival of those vaccines. We won't be able to do everyone each day or on the first day, so people are going to have to be patient that their turn will come in that phase 1 category. Phase 2, somewhere about 1st April onwards, in my view, is going to take 6 to 9 months, perhaps a little bit longer, and that's when the bulk of the vaccines will start to arrive, other than Pfizer and other than perhaps just Pfizer and Moderna. And we will start, and we will ask, of course, the Cabinet for recommendations as to the priorities beyond the vulnerable and the healthcare workers, so we can start ensuring everybody across Ontario who is eligible and who wants the vaccine can get it. And then phase 3, which we'll be planning at the same time, is what I would call the steady state. And that's when we want to turn the operation into one which is identical to the flu vaccine or the shingles vaccine, where your pharmacies, your medical clinics, your provincial health units are the places where you go.
Here is the Ontario Ministry of Health's breakdown of the groups who will be receiving the vaccine first. Residents, staff, essential caregivers, and other employees of congregate living settings, healthcare workers, adults in First Nations, Métis, and Inuit communities, and adult recipients of chronic home health care. As with any vaccine, there are questions whether the province will make the COVID-19 vaccine mandatory or optional like the flu shot. Here's what the Premier had to say.
Well, right now it's optional. Constitutionally, I don't think we can force every single person to take it, and I just don't believe in forcing people to take this. What I do believe, encouraging everyone possible out there to get a vaccination shot. It's going to protect all of us, but it's also going to get the economy moving forward. It's going to protect our healthcare system. It's going to protect our education system. So I highly, highly recommend that people take the vaccine.
On Wednesday, December 9th, Ontario reported 1,890 new cases of COVID-19, with 28 additional deaths linked to the virus. 517 cases are in Toronto, 471 in Peel, and 187 in York Region. Though the news of the vaccine's approval and arrival is upon Canada, the strong advice to continue to follow public health measures are still in place. Maintaining 2 meters of physical distancing, avoiding social gatherings, regular hand washing, and wearing face covering whenever possible. In Toronto, Ashley Sackmar, Eagle News, we live in interesting times.